Hello, welcome back to another multiplayer battle. Right now I'm playing as Bretonnia, which is pretty uncommon for me, and over here Tokshin is playing as a vampire count, and we're currently fighting, if we look at it, one vampire count army and one imperial army. They have a lot of demigryph knights, and again, as usual, my build will be linked down below. We're looking at a lot of knights, and over here the vampire count player is beginning to move forward. Right down over here towards me. I do not do a great job in our current battle, if I remember right. I'm going to let you know that now. I don't play Bretonnia very much, and today I dropped the ball. Today, Tokshin had a lot more work to do. Again, it's a issue that we often engage in whenever we don't deploy nearby each other. I should have moved over here to go fight with them. I don't have the infantry to go beat these guys over here. The frickin' vampire counts, when they have a lot of large creatures and they have a lot of heavy infantry like that, are going to beat me down. I do have anti-large, but again, I didn't have a proper build. I probably just should have brought more Grell Knights and called it a day. I mean, I do have a lot by default. I could have brought more archers, but I definitely should have moved on over to go help out Tokshin, but I did not do that. It's going to be a pretty brutal battle. Part of me is like, I don't even want to go over it because I know I did not do as well. But Tokshin, we got to feature him. We got to show how he's able to save the day. I'm beating a vampire lord, trying to. We're all fighting him in the frigging air right now. Things are pretty brutal. While that is going on, and we got a Luminarch of Heesh, and that ends up doing, I think, a little bit of damage. Yeah. Oh man, knights have died now. 5 died in one shot. I mean, not a terrible amount. I'm going after over here Outriders who are now fleeing off the battle map. But I could have easily have beaten them with my knights. I could have moved back after that point, and then I would have been okay. I would have been able to defend. I could have fought from over here. I could have moved around and flanked the Imperial player if need be. I mean, there's a lot of things that I could have done. I could have had my infantry focus on taking out Cryptors, and that would have been doable too. I was trying to go after the Luminarch over here, but unfortunately, he was able to shoot me again, and I took a lot of damage already. Yeah, Tokshin is a much better returning player than I am, which means I need to learn more, right? I definitely need to learn more. I'm trying to go after the Luminarch. It's a very expensive tool. They have a lot of fell bats coming to bind me up. I don't know how that will go yet, but at the very least, I was kind of able to go after that and pretty much destroy, or at least do a lot of damage to it. I don't know why I didn't keep on fighting. I mean, I was beginning to fight probably... Oh, actually, my bad. Those are Tokshin's fell bats, and we're still trying to go after that Luminarch. So, fortunately, that Luminarch is gone. We won't have to worry about a major tool. So, the Imperial player would lose 2 Outriders and then a Luminarch. That's a lot gone. But here comes a Vampire Count player. He's still over here. He doesn't have a lot of great tools here. He does have a... what? Swordsman? That's really about it, right? No great swords. Oh, man. What a weird build. I don't know if I appreciate that very much. His tools, I mean, his overall utility's gone now. And I'm trying to hold over here. I'm currently fighting Graveguard, which means I won't be doing very well. I'm trying to use my bowmen to go after Cryptors, and look how easily I can take them down with my bowmen. They have nearly no armor. I brought in a few mounted yeomen. Could have done a better job with them for sure. And here I am moving around behind, probably trying to hit them from behind is what I would imagine. And Tokshin's still kind of moving on over. That would take some time. He's going to be able to hold him off over here probably. He'll probably send a few units over to come help me out to go flank the Vampire Count player. But I'm not going to be able to hold. I mean, I'm now going after that Vampire Lord. I'm using my King to go after him. I wasn't able to use him on the front lines, which I really regret not being able to do. That Luminarch isn't fully dead, and I should have left one unit back there to go to destroy it, but I didn't do that. And I decided to go over here to look at a very strange charge. He charged after zombies, and I find that so weird. I mean, I don't know why he did that. There's a lot of other targets he could have gone after, but he went after that. I'm trying to go after that Vampire Lord. My goal right now is to destroy, to kill that Vampire Lord. At the very least, if I did any job, I'd potentially kill that Vampire Lord, and that was gone. Okay, so now we have no more Vampire Lord. That really does help me out. That Luminarch is still around, though, which is not fun. I'm still over here fighting here. I'll give you a cinematic view. We are in a replay. But yeah, he brought in a lot of Cryptors, and I might have anti-large, but damn, that is a lot of Cryptors. I can't really do too much about that. Just way too many for me to do much against, and they have a lot of Graveguard reinforcing them. Cryptors alone I could beat with my bowmen and my halberds, but Graveguard, no. They're going to come in to beat me, and they have a Claw of Nagash causing terror. I don't have my King nearby. Here's a Banshee, which is very difficult for me to kill. Let's go look at what's happening for Tokshin. He's now moving in a little bit. He's using zombies to kind of bind him up. Over here, we're looking at his knights kind of, I don't know, being stationary. My own knights were over here. I was busy trying to micromanage my life. My flying knights, I mean, I kind of poured in. I'm trying to do some damage where I can. Tokshin brought in a lot of Graveguard, and that's where he's not going to be able to really fight our opponent directly. Because, I mean, he's having to do a lot to help me out. He did use zombies to keep him back The Demigryph Knights, if they take any loss from zombies, I mean, that's a really big hit. Zombies are terrible and cheap. But Tokshin did use them to distract the Empire player, who for some reason decided to fight them. I don't know why. Very weird choice. He could have come over here to help out, but he didn't. My Grell Knights, I had to use in more of a line than I normally would have liked to. I could have repeated my charges, but I didn't want my entire line to collapse, and here I am charging it again. There we go. Charging in whenever, however I can. Okay, we're getting that done. But they did lose a Vampire Lord. I mean, that is such a big deal. We're looking at a charge. I'm trying to charge into handgunners now, doing a little bit of damage, trying to help out Tokshin now by getting rid of handgunners. But, I mean, what's incredible, I got a direct charge and only one died. Okay, now we got a few more dying. The health is going down, but now the Demigryph Knights will destroy them quickly. But, I mean, they're a cheap unit. They're meant to do their part. I have more Grell Knights back here. I'm still fighting with my Grell Knights. I've gotten 40 kills, 41 kills. My kills are beginning to accumulate for my Grell Knights, and I don't like to use them in a type of line like that, but I had to for that fight. A lot of the Cryptovores are not going to be able to maintain for a long time. They're not going to be able to hold up for a long time. They're being whittled down by halberds, by Grell Knights. I mean, look at how many have fallen already. That is a lot. They do have a Banshee still here fighting a damsel, my damsel. That won't go well for my damsel. She's been buffing, trying to use a few attack spells. I'm still charging in, making Graveguard fly around. I'm using a Sword of Couronne, a debuff by the good King Luon Leoncoeur, which is fantastic. I mean, look at that. I got more charging in. I probably could have moved. Actually, no, Tokshin's all over here. We've dominated the Vampire Count player. The Imperial player's over here. I don't know if he gives up or not. The Black Knights are being used to really screw up all their swordsmen. We're looking at that Luminarch still around here. 19 kills total, but we got Fellbats on it. It's going to keep it busy, and it's going to make it go away. A very cheap unit being used to take on a very expensive unit. That's going to go in our own way. Okay, let's keep on looking here at the Graveguard. And the Vampire Count player is pretty much done. We're looking at a Claw of Nagash, which is Tokshin's, not mine. I thought it was theirs. At times, it can be a little bit hard to tell who belongs to who, or what belongs to who. The Grell Knights barely lost anyone. So, I mean, I did lose my army, but I had the most important part of my army still around. I had a few units left, too, anti-large, who did their part. Now we're fighting the Imperial player. We have control of the map now. They probably could have done a much better job, but yeah, they marched away. The Empire player just kind of sat back. He didn't do a lot. He didn't help out his ally. They weren't playing as a team. I don't understand like what was going through his mind, because I mean, even if you don't know the guy and you can't talk to him directly, because I mean, to be blunt about it, Tokshin and I do not talk a lot when we're actually playing a match. We're very quiet. He's so quiet because we're trying to micromanage, but I'll like go over information and things like that, and that's really about it. But I mean, we're not like chatting the whole time. It's just kind of little bits of information that you can really glean from the battlefield. I mean, usually I reiterate things just to kind of make it more aware to make sure, but usually he's aware of what needs to be done too, and I'm aware of what needs to be done. So here we go. We now have his own army barely damaged, going into battle again. They've taken a few hits, but not enough to really worry. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage by all the handgunners, and now we're looking at my knights beginning to move in. I'm about to have to fight a lot of Demigryph Knights who are anti-infantry, and they've got a lot of kills. I mean, they charge at zombies and all that, so I mean, they're going to have a lot of kills from killing zombies. Let's go ahead and watch the cinematic view. I don't need to go over too many tactical things right now. We've got a White King on the way. Dead zombies are all around. Here's the point of view of the Empire player about to be charged at. They're still shooting at that Claw of Nagash, doing a lot of damage to it. It's tanking a lot of damage. Bats are now moving in too simultaneously. I mean, that is actually an incredible amount of evil coming in all at once right now. Black Knights from behind. I mean, they have been encircled completely. And then I came over here to go fight Demigryph Knights, trying to beat them. I'm going to lose a lot of my Grell Knights. I mean, I already lost a lot trying to fight these guys, and now I have Black Knights helping me out. Thankfully, they're not that strong, but they can kind of help pad things out, do a little bit of damage. I'm going to lose so much. They brought in so many Knights. I mean, they might not be the anti-large ones, but they'll still do a lot of damage. They have armor piercing. And here I come now. They're terrified of me getting to run. And we won the battle. They left the battle, but they did lose anyway. 492, I lost. Tokshin lost over 800. Yeah, a lot of Crypt Horrors, way too many. There wasn't really a lot of utility. A lot of Banshees, which is a weird choice. He couldn't hit my King. My Damsel, he could have probably killed it much earlier on with all those Banshees. He probably could have used that to go after something that belonged to Tokshin. I don't know if he had like all flying, but they could have killed Gorst. I mean, Banshees are tough to kill and they're good at dueling, so I mean, they could have done that. Looking at it right now, he only used really his Demigryph Knights, but beyond that, he kind of fell apart. We're looking at Child of Bodom, and he fought a lot more aggressively. If he was properly supported, they probably could have done a much better job. They could have used their Demigryph Knights to hold off our Cav. They could have used a lot more in general to just do a lot more damage, but they weren't really moving together, and I was isolated. But I mean, my Grail Knights did a great job at their job. My Flying Knights did their job at taking out very expensive things, killing a Vampire Lord, which probably hurt him immensely. So anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like down below, and as always, until then.